Welcome back, fishing friends, to another adventure. I'm at my favorite spot today, guys. Gonna be testing some lures, gonna have a good time. Hope you had a wonderful Thanksgiving and all that good stuff. Hey, if you're new to the channel, thanks for stopping by. My name's Alan. I appreciate all the support. I'm usually making fishing videos. Well, I'm all rigged up. Got the St. Croix Mojo 12 and 12. And today, I'm going to be testing all kinds of different things. And hopefully, we have some luck. Temperature's about 34 degrees. Water temperature's like high 70s still. But hopefully, we'll get some action today. Thanks for hanging out with me. Check this out, guys. Core Tackle Swim Jig paired with a Karate Craw from Lunker City. And this thing looks good down in the water. Check that out. So we're gonna run this through and hopefully we'll have some action today. So I'm throwing this on the Mojo, St. Croix Mojo. Got 12-pound sunline braid, 12-pound fluoro leader. And so with this little swim jig, I'm just gonna crank it nice and slow. Then I'll let it stop, kind of sit on the bottom a little bit. It is a swim jig. Core Tackle's got this really unique head on it. So it has a really nice swimming action. But you can pause it down there. Just let it sit, let the fish kind of take a peek at it if they're following it. It's got that nice weed guard. And I love that Karate Craw. It's a 3-inch with those paddling feet. Check that out. Looks terrific. So I'm just kind of paralleling the bank, and then I'm also fan casting, hitting some spots out there. So we had a couple of cool fronts come through. The last one was right there at Thanksgiving, was pretty chilly. Core Tackle is a good outfit, guys. I met Matt, Stephan, and the crew there at the Classic. Visited with Matt for a while. Pro angler, such a wonderful guy. He's out of Wisconsin. He knows his stuff. If you want to follow a true professional angler, follow Matt. I think he's going to be doing the opens this year. He was with MLF. There you can see the weed guard. And so he's really put a lot of thought and time into this jig. And he knows his stuff. He fishes wonderful water all over the country and up there in the Wisconsin. So I got to visit with him for a little bit at the Core Tackle booth and let him know that Andrew Ragas, a guide up in Minocqua, was gonna take me out this past summer. And Matt was like, oh, I'm sure he knows where to catch them. You're gonna really enjoy it. And so I did. But yeah, Matt is he's a great angler, and he just completed part of the In-Fisherman Master Angler, the crappie side of things, with Matt Pangrak of Bass Talk Live. So you can go back and kind of track that, follow that kind of stuff. But you got to check out these jigs, guys. That skirt material is real nice. And then that unique head. They also have some great swim bait hooks. The tush. hear somebody coming in on a boat. Boy, the wind is just whipping out there on the main lake. It's weird, we get these cool fronts come through that are blowing straight out of the north, sometimes the northwest, and then it settles for a day, and then you go right back. It's like the southwest wind gets real angry that it disappeared. There's a boat coming in. It gets real angry that it wasn't dominating from the southwest, so it has to blow to let everybody know that it's back. Man, the castability of this thing is remarkable. Okay, so this is like a fish highway here. And there's structure in here because they dump a bunch of stuff for crappie fishing. I mean, the water goes straight down to about 10 feet, 14 feet out in the middle. There are crawfish in here in abundance. I don't see the shad dancing around like they were last weekend. Probably because that cool weather. I always find it odd that those shad make for the creeks. That water in the creeks gets really cold because you don't have the depth to get out of that and hide. I think a lot of those shad eventually just get back in there and die off. I had a buddy of mine that's been trying to get some crappie fishing in these creeks, and he's just had absolutely no luck. Even here, the crappie fishing's kind of died off. You don't see too many people at the dock fishing anymore. Anyway, but we're here to catch some bass, and there's some big ones in here. There's a buried picnic table over here, kind of by that fish feeder. We're going to try to pitch around that thing. And there's also some brush piles, but for the most part I want to swim this. I do pause it, you know, it's good to do that once in a while in case you got a chaser. So I want to wish Core Tackle the best of luck on all their endeavors for this upcoming 2025. And best of luck to... Oh my gosh, guys. I thought I had a hit there. Brush pile. But I want to wish Matt a epic 2025 for his upcoming open series or events that he's going to fish. Yeah, he's a great dad. He's got a couple of boys and a beautiful wife. He takes his boys out fishing quite a bit. Boy, they're not shabby. Remember what this color is. Dirty Mike or Dirty Bill. The other one I've got is Brew. I've got all the colors. So when I was there, I purchased some and they gave me some. Ooh. Right there, guys. I thought I had a bite. Something's going on down there. Nope. Alright guys, check it out. There's that picnic table. So I've been pitching around it. It looks more like it's just a half-inch chunk of particle board or like plywood. Or decking. I don't know. Kind of weird. There's the fish finder right there. So I'm just swimming in along. There's all kinds of little brush piles through here. Christmas trees. I worked the shade line over there. Perfect little jig for this kind of stuff. Nothing there. I thought for sure I had one. Rats. Anyway, pick some of these up. Have fun with them. It's something a little bit different. It's got this unique. Ooh! Come on. Man. See how close we can get to this without getting snagged. We shouldn't get snagged because of that nice weed guard. Well, nothing doing. Sketchy footing through here, of course. Hear the wind whipping through the trees there. So I fished all along the rocks over there, all the way through. There's all kinds of logs and chunk rock, and there's also some brush piles. Still throwing this Core Tackle Swim Jig. I really like pitching it around. Straight up coming from the south, straight behind me, but look how it's whipping around in here and causing these ripples to come in close. With a decent amount of force. Dirty Bill, I think, is the color. And then I've got the bruised one, which is kind of like a black and blue. That one I've got like an X-Zone, one of those Polynec Hot Shot minnows, real dark, kind of purple. It gives it a nice little kind of a straight tail with a little bulbous tip. Man, that thing is terrific. On the back end of either a chatterbait or a swim jig or whatever trailer you're going to use it for. There we go. Oh, I thought we had a bite for sure on there. Man, that looks good. We got a ton of drumming here. I'm surprised the drum hadn't hammered any of my stuff today. And a catfish. I've caught catfish on crankbaits out here, jerk baits. So we'll have some good footage of me fishing this thing. There she is, guys. Guys, by the brush pile out there on the Core Tackle jig. Boy, I felt it come up and just thump it. I was dragging it along the... There we go, there we go. There we go. That's a nice fish right there. Nice. Alright guys, he's kind of banged up on there a little bit. You see he's got some sores on him. Whew. Let's get him back in there. There you go. Man, just right out here in these little brush pile out there, I felt a dunk and I just laid into him and got him. It's that Core Tackle Swim Jig. Gotta get one. Alright guys, there it is. Just pitching it. There's some brush piles out there. And sure enough, I felt him just thunk right in there. Excuse me, so I was dragging at bottom. Then I'd swim it a little bit, drag it a little bit. So if you're on the fence about getting one of these, you gotta get one, guys. They're terrific. They got a really cool swimming action, unique action. Alright guys, so here's the other color. It's called Bruised. I've got this with a little swim bait on there. So I'm going to work this little brush pile again. It's a little hot shot minnow on the back of that thing from X-Zone Lures. Oh yeah, check that out. I like to put a little straight tail on there sometimes. Gives it just a little bit different look. You can see how low the water is over there. Man, we need some rain big time. So there's a little crappie corner right there when the water is up. You can jiggle on the log. Had one more good thump, guys, and I lost half of that hot shot minnow. I just couldn't get him. It came back and it was just all mangled. God, that thing looks phenomenal. Alright guys, so that's gonna do it for me today, testing the Core Tackle Swim Jig. I gotta give it a thumbs up, 2 thumbs up. This one is the bruise color. So go ahead and pick some of these up, you won't be disappointed. Give them a try. You can see that unique head on there. I love the weed guard, so definitely give them a shot. So Matt, Stephan and company, they did a good job designing this thing. All right guys, until next time, I will see you then. Bye bye. Now get out there and get your lures wet.